everybody, I'm Steph, and I'm going to be teaching Art Deco, which is now in alpha mode on Board Game Arena. So if you have access to the group and you have access to playing this game, you can check it out. Hopefully it will be in beta mode soon so everybody can just play. This is a new game coming out from Rio Grande Games, which is actually taken from Sunrise Studios from Tate and Promenade, which was an older game from a few years back, which I absolutely love. So I'm very excited that this is now going to be available for everybody to play and buy. So let's check out this game here. I'll be playing with Colorfly, Defoob, and Scott Fiznam. So Shrey wanted me to push it this way a little bit, but I don't think I really can without getting rid of the cards a little bit. It's sort of there. All right, that's fine. All right, so Art Deco is a stock game where you are buying up paintings from the galleries, from these little galleries down here, and they will go into your hand. So it is a deck building. Well, they'll go into a discard pile, which will eventually come and be in your hand. So it's a deck building game where you're buying these arts and pushing up their value. So whenever you see this little like icon here next to in the galleries, it's going to push up this value of the painting that you bought. So if you buy a yellow painting, you will boost it by I don't remember what it's called. Let's see if I can get the market rating. I think it's what it's called. You'll boost its market rating up by the number in this little icon here. So that would go up by 2. Once it starts hitting different values, it'll start be worth more points and more coins. So the more coins is better because that will help you buy better things in the market and possibly in position in the museums. And at the end of the game, if they are still in your deck at the end, they will be worth their value in points depending on its market rating. Yes, as Scott said in the chat, the value never goes down, so it can only go up. No problem. It's great. Okay, so each turn you're going to get 2 actions. You can haggle, which is basically discard 1 card and draw 2 new cards. You can buy from the gallery. If you buy twice from the gallery, it has to be from 2 separate galleries. It can never be the same one. And then there's also these money cards, which will help gain extra money. And as you can see, the money cards also push the money market value over here, which is great. And at the end of the game, it'll be worth points equal to the money that you have, depending on where it is. So, like, the best spot is if it's in the 50 to 59 range, where every dollar you have in your deck at the end of the game is worth 1 to 1. That's what you want, especially if you have a lot of money. And then the third action is display in the museum. Am I missing something? Oh, Weirdness talking. Okay, so the third thing you can do is display in the museum. It's going to cost you a number of coins equal to the museum it's getting displayed in, and you have to select the right type of painting to display. So in this first column here, the poetic patterns, you're going to need like a blue painting or a red painting, and that would go here. Whenever you see this gray icon, any type of painting can be used in that place. So it's a little bit more lenient. When you place, if you're the first one there, you'll get the higher point value, and then so on and so forth. And as more paintings get in the museum, the less points you'll get. However, if a gallery in the museum is totally full, then the scoring conditions at the top will definitely happen. So there are these 5 different possible scoring things that happen, and we can go over those in a little bit. When you first place into the museum, you can get a reward, a one-time reward of -$3 to your first painting in the gallery or in the museum. So if you had $10 in your hand and you had an art card to play, you could play it, get the -3 cost, and put it right in this mixed media masterpieces because you get a -3 cost. If you don't need a discount or you don't want a discount, you could instead just take up straight up points and do that. It's a one-time thing the first time you do it. It is a little bit buggy when you're playing in alpha mode. They haven't quite fixed it yet. You might need to refresh the page because it won't automatically show if a space is taken. So you'll want to refresh that. And I'll remind people to do that. If somebody takes it, then we got to refresh. Okay, so those are the 3 actions. You can haggle, you can buy in the galleries, and you can display in the museum. Okay, so the different as these cards are going to be purchased, the values will change on the fly. So your cards may or may not go up in between rounds. You know, right now my yellow, pink, and green cards are all worth 1 value, but if somebody starts pushing those right now, maybe by the time it's my turn, they'll be worth 2 coins each based on its market rating. So that's something to consider. If you click on the little eyeball next to your name, you can see the distribution of all the cards in your hand. So that will help give you a little bit of insight of what you want to try and push for. So because I have 3 yellow cards in my deck already, I probably want to try and buy some yellow cards to boost the yellow rating so I can make that a little bit more valuable for myself. Now, just because you buy a card in the gallery doesn't mean you can't haggle too. So you always get 2 actions. Again, you can only buy from each gallery once. Like, you can't buy 2 things in this first gallery. The cost of a card in a gallery is this orange number, soon to be yellow numbers. And right now at the start of the game, they all start with 3 paintings in each. But when they start refilling, the 3rd and 4th gallery will only fill to 2 cards each. So that's something to consider as well. These coin cards will sometimes have a bonus at the bottom. They are a one-time ability. For example, if I wanted to use this 1 coin card for the bottom, I actually click on the bottom of that card and it says $3, buy 1 painting. This is a one-time thing. The card gets discarded and trashed from your hand, so it's no longer in your hand. That's one way of getting some extra money at the beginning of the game. Again, the value of the paint cards in your hand will be dependent on the market rating of that type of card. So it's something to keep in mind. The game ends once several conditions might trigger. One of these market values hits 70, the game ends, and then we finish the round. Or if there are 12 paintings displayed in the museum. And I don't know if there's another way. Maybe Shrey will know. But I think those are the 2 ways. Oh, yeah. No longer any cards in the deck, though I haven't seen that happen. I suppose that could happen. Does it get removed from your deck or just discarded? It gets removed from your deck. If you were to use a card for its action, it's gone. It won't come back. But that actually might not be great because the different scoring things we have in the museum are the gold bug. Before final scoring, increase the gold rating marker on the market rating track by +9. Wow. That's probably not great. It might be good if nobody's buying gold, but I doubt that will be the case. And then there we got this one here, money, money, money. The player with the most starting gold cards, so if you don't use it for its power, you can possibly score for this here, at the end of the game will score 5 points. So if you have the most starting gold coins, you get 5 points. If this is going to score, there's this one here. The genre with the fewest paintings in the museum scores +5. in the museum only. Good as gold. Before the final scoring, move the gold rating marker to match the value of the second highest genre. So that's interesting. That's interesting. So Shrey or Scott, do you know? What if both of these trigger? Do they trigger from left to right? Like, does it get +9 and then it gets moved to this? What if both of those trigger? I feel like they kind of contradict themselves. And then finally, POW. All pop art paintings in the museum are +3. So if this one scores and you have a lot of pop art in the museum, you'll get 3 points for each card in the museum. That could be really good. It helps to determine what you need based on the corner of these scoring cards. So that also is a indicator. Otherwise, I think we're about ready. If you have questions, Defoob, Colorfly, let me know. It is left to right. Okay. Potent Potables. An exhibition bonus scores if it's complete. Yeah. We also played it where we didn't fulfill any of them, so the one with the most paintings actually scored, which was weird. That was like a weird game, totally. It was a totally weird game. Is buying a card acquire? Yeah, so you click on the card and then you click acquire, and then I think you click all the cards you're using to buy it. I don't really remember the order. It's so pretty, says Colorfly. I love that. Words are hard. Words be hard. That's right. I love that Scott just like joined the table. He didn't even know I was streaming. He just like join. So funny. Do we each get 2 turns? Yes, and you actually must take 2 turns if you can. And if you have no cards after your first action, then your turn is passed. But basically, you can keep cards from round to round unless you have 1 card and you have a second turn to take. Then you must haggle. It's a little weird, but if you can take a turn, you must take a turn. What did you buy? Oh, Defoob haggled. You didn't want to buy any paintings for $1? Defoob, you should have bought some paintings. Alright, I'm going to buy this lovely, lovely yellow card right here. And then I'm going to buy this lovely yellow card here. Also, I suppose it's not clear, but you can take any card in any of the galleries. Yes. You can use paintings. That's what I said. So like the coin value at the top of the art paintings. Correct. You can use. That's why you want to increase the market ratings of your paintings, not only for points, but to make them more valuable to spend, so you can start spending them for as gold. So the higher a market value is, the more gold it'll be worth, and the more points it's going to be worth. Rest in peace. It's fine. You beat Colorfly in the last one, so it's her turn to win this one. The food without money. What is this? Hey, twin, welcome in. Welcome in. I feel like this could be a game that plays 5. And I always think it is. And then it's not. And I'm like, oh. Like, I feel like it could be. Twin. Jolie. Happy birthday. Wait, was today your birthday, twin, or was yesterday your birthday? Everybody's birthdays this week. I can't keep track. Happy birthday. I'm like, wait, was it Kestrel's birthday? And now it's Julie's birthday? I can't keep track. Wow. Okay, Kestrel was yesterday, twin today, Julie tomorrow. What? Everybody's birthday. All right. I want the yellow. 4, 5, 6. Maybe I want the other yellow. Let's see. All right, if I do that, I kill both of those for 8 money, and I can buy that lovely yellow. And I boost that. So now look. So because I boosted it above the next level, I boosted it to 12. Now my yellow cards are worth 2 each. I want to make that clear. So now my yellow cards are 2 each. So I have 2, 4, and 7 if I kill this card. Or I could just have 5, which actually lets me buy this other yellow card. Acquire. Best month. Oh, yeah. Everybody's yellow cards are worth 2 money each. As you can see by the little diagram up here, 15 market rating, 1 point, and 2 gold. So everybody's yellow cards are worth 2 money now. And if this one gets over 9, it will be worth 2. Every pink card will be worth 2 each. Anyone who buys a color increases its market rating. Yes. Yes. Correct. I see. And so that also takes place down in the museum here. You'll see if you display a pink card, for example, right here, it'll increase the pink market rating by 6. It will go up 6. So if I put a yellow over here, it's going to go up by 9 market rating value. So displaying a specific color painting in the museum could really help boost not only the points for that color painting, but the gold value as well. Did I cover the wild token? I did say that this can be any color. I did say it, but it's good to reiterate things because the game is probably somewhat confusing. I've played it 4 times on here in the past week, and I haven't really explained it. So if you have questions, please ask, because I know that I'm probably not the best at explaining. I see. Yes, above the cards in the gallery are 2 numbers. The price is on the left, and the number of steps the rating goes up is on the right. Yes, in the museum. Oh, up here is the price, and then, yes, that little symbol, this little symbol here, that will increase the market rating by that much. What is haggle? You discard 1 and you draw 2. So if you're like $1 short and you think you can do a museum thing, well, maybe you want to haggle first to see if you can get that extra dollar that you need. Usually you haggle before you exhibit, display a painting in the museum. Yeah. So just to get the extra push, to get the extra bump up a level if possible. But yeah. So the way that the prices change in the gallery is if a gallery is depleted, then it will get refilled with the next available token of the next highest value. So in this case, when this gallery, the gallery teal is depleted, the 6 will move in. If actually the 6 will move in for any of the first 3, but if the gallery indigo is depleted, then the 9 will come in place of that 8. The orange and the gold symbols are just slightly different. The orange ones are just the setup for the game. It will randomize the setup a little bit each game. And all galleries are refilled if something is depleted like that. Woo! There is a yellow. I want it. Let's see. 2, 4, 6, 7. Or I could kill some cards. Let's see. You know what? Might as well kill that card. So I click this down here. It's going to see how it's outlined in red. It's because I'm going to kill that card for 3 money. And then I have 7. I can buy that lovely yellow. I'm so close to making it a value 3. Oh my goodness. But in any case, I'm going to kill that and take a... It looks like Pop Art is wanting to break. So I'm going to push it over at the edge and make Pop Art a little bit better. Has anyone trashed a card yet? Well, I did explain it right this very second. I did explain it in the description, but hopefully it was clear. If you have questions, let me know. Just make sure you click on the bottom part of a coin card if you want to activate it, and then it will discard. It will kill the card. Looks like people want red cards to be worth something. Two, 4, 6, 8. I could buy a 5 coin card. It's always good to have one of those just hanging out in your hand, just to get that extra boost when you might need it. I was hoping I could make yellow just like worth 5 each, because that would be great. It's great early on, yeah. Definitely great early on. Definitely. So good. So this is the new edition of Promenade. All the artwork's changed. And graphic design's changed. As far as I know. I mean, based on what I'm looking at here. I haven't actually seen the actual final copy of it, but I'm hoping to see it next week. So yeah, I'm just excited that it's going to be available for everybody to play. The more I've been playing it, the more I've been loving it. I'm really, really loving it now. It's really cool to have it, an online implementation that's so good. Nobody's displayed anything yet. I just don't know. So again, if you need Colorfly and Defoob, if you click on the little eyeball next to your name, you'll see the distribution of all the cards you have in your hand, and it might help you give you some motivation to pick up more of the same color cards that you have a lot of. Displaying is so expensive. I know. I know. That's why getting some early paintings at the cheap price is pretty good too. and picking up some 5 coins, which I think I'm gonna end up doing. So you are not alone there. You are not alone. Ooh, we're refilling. Put out yellow. Put out yellow. Yellow, yellow, yellow. Art Nouveau. Oh, that's just terrible. Alright, I'm just going to go ahead, acquire that lovely 5 coin card, and wow. Never seen so much yellow in my life. Could probably display maybe here. Now the paintings are getting kind of expensive, and I'm like, okay. What do I really want? Poor surrealism. Bringing up the rear. I have somewhat of a plan. Somewhat of a plan. I think that's really pretty. I like the little birdie with the ribbon. Reminds me of like Christmas. I don't know. What did Scott do? Discard something. Young. Increased. Did you display? Wait. No. Got you. You acquired a coin, and then you... I don't know what he did. Picked up an art piece, probably. Acquires a blue one. Alright, it's me. None of my values changed. Okay, so I'm actually going to display a card in this gallery here. So you have to click on the little picture down in the museum, and then you click on the card you want to display, and then you're going to hit exhibit. And I'm going to take a -3 and pay $8 to exhibit. So now it's down there. I got the points indicated here. Yellow market rating went up by 5, and this card belongs to me in the museum. But I won't get points for this card if it's unless it's scoring for one of these cards up here. This card is essentially dead to me now. But it helped boost my other yellow cards to be now worth 3 money each. And now they are worth 2 points each instead of 1. So it's helpful. It's helpful. Color fly on their face. What? What's the question? I can help. But now you see this ribbon here. And if you don't see this ribbon on your board, Scott, DeFoo, Colorfly, if you don't see it on your board, you want to refresh the page. And then we've been having this issue where that ribbon hasn't been showing up. Yeah, I see it. Not happy about it, though. What? I made yellow so much better for you. Didn't you want yellow to be good? Maybe not. If I had more money, I would have been in a bigger museum, but I didn't. Me so poor. Hey Gamer Daddy Live, welcome in. Number 1. Number 1. Oh my gosh. Why does the yellow have to show up in like the bad? It's like I have to spend $10 to boost its market value by 2. It's terrible. I don't want it to go by 2. I want it to go by like 20. Not 2. 2 does nothing. Surrealism is garbage. It's a garbage. What, nobody else wants to display in the museum? Nobody wanted to display? Blue is looking alright. This is $8 for that red card. Could be really good. It would probably be good to just kill the column so maybe something better comes out. Could do it. I could. I was thinking about displaying though. Is that like a backpack? Yeah, I can't tell what that pink card is. It looks like a backpack or a bomb. I don't really know what it is though. It's a sardine can? I mean, it might be. I think the card is called Trapped. So it could be a sardine can. Trapped. I think it's called Trapped. Poor Defoob. Defoob's like, what's art? What do I do in this game? I don't get what's happening. Steph's a terrible teacher. I'm sorry, Defoob. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm gonna exhibit this surrealism card. Is it called Tinned? Wow. I can't read it. I have no idea what it says. So I displayed a green... Look, I'm boosting surrealism. I'm trying to make it actually worth something. It was just more worth it for me to put it in the display than to actually be in my hand. So I had to get rid of it. How do you click on the expeditions to put one there? Okay, so if you're going to do that, you need to first click on the little picture that you want to display, the color of the painting down here. And then you go up to your card and select the matching color card. And then you hit exhibit. And then it's going to ask you to pay for it. Trapped was cleverer. Yeah, it's confusing, I know. So you click on, and remember, the gray one can be anything. You click on the little picture in the museum, then you click on that, and then you click exhibit, and then you select all the cards using to pay for it. You tried to give money first. I got you. So only blue paintings can go into this first museum column now. You're just boosting that red up way high. Way high. Red is going to be some valuable stuff. Yeah, the interface is a little weird. Or particular, I should say. It's a little particular. It took us a minute to figure out how to exhibit when we first started. We're like, I can't figure it out. Okay. Yep, this is probably would have been easier to explain over Discord, because I know it's kind of tricky. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Alright, let's try this haggle business. Excellent. All the yellows. We're going to go, let's see. So 5, 11, 17. Is that what I have? 17. All the way up tip top. Exhibit. Woo. That was good. Now my yellow cards are worth 4 money each. Dang. Well, I should say everybody's yellows are worth 4 money each. $15. I can display a pop art. Displaying a pop art wouldn't be the worst. Pop art's actually doing okay. I see people's banners, so that means they maybe have fixed it. So that's good. Because I don't think I've refreshed. I think they just showed up. So everything's looking about even except surrealism, which is just sad. It's just sad. Even buying from Gallery Indigo won't boost it an extra $1, which is just sad. Nobody likes surrealism. Normally, it's nobody likes pop art. Pop art generally is the one that just gets left over. It's funny, though. Pop art is great. Oh, yeah. Scott exhibits tinned. It is tinned. Oh, you did that over there? Scott, I was considering doing that. Ugh. Fine, I understand, but you did make my pinks really valuable. Maybe I should just buy some cards because cards are looking really good. But I can't buy 2 cards, so that's like less good. I could display 16 though. 16 would put me here. I could just do 12. Finish this off, which I don't think is my best plan. The player with the most starting gold coins left at the end of the game is +5. So that's definitely not in my best interest to do that because reasons. I can do this. But do I want to display yellow? Probably yellow. Yellow will boost at 8, which would put me over the next hump there. So, yeah, you know what? Let's go ahead and display yellow. Okay, I think I'm back. Sorry about that. So I displayed that lovely yellow to boost yellow even higher up because that's my goal in this game. now I have some good cards in my hand. Pink is worth 3 points. Red is worth 3 points. Blue is worth 2 points. And yellow is worth 4 points per card. Per card! In your hand, in your deck, at the end of the game. It's really good. So, 10 cards are displayed in the museum. The game ends once 12 cards are displayed in the museum. Just keep that in mind that the game is probably almost over. Defuba's start player. So, my guess is that we'll have 1 or 2 more rounds. So, that's something to consider. If people go to the museum this round, then this will probably be the last round. What will Defoob do? Yeah, I was thinking that might happen. I was considering it. So that's kind of changes my plan a little bit. So I could either display, or maybe there'll be another round, but I doubt there will be. It's 4 points if I take that either pink or yellow card. 2 points for anything else. Can't cross the line. So it's 6 points, or I can try and display a yellow, boosting it by 8, which is still not enough to go over. But then this will happen. Second highest is like 40s, which is not great. It's not terrible, but it's not great. I just don't have a lot of good options. Could go here. If I go here, that's at least 10 points. So I guess I will display because I have a feeling it's going to be the last turn. It's 13. Exhibit. Oh, that's just 10. That's 13. Then I have to haggle. That's good. Yeah, my guess is Colorfly, if you displayed in the museum, that Scott would definitely take the opportunity to display in the museum as well, causing it to end. So I figured I should probably just do that right now to get the extra points for it. And yeah. I don't know if that was my best play, but it's hard to know. Buying cards can also be good too. Oh yeah, Scott says if none of the columns are full the leftmost bonus happens. I don't think it's the leftmost bonus. I think it's the museum gallery with the most cards, and if it's a tie, then the leftmost one in the tiebreaker will score. I think, but I'm not sure. Well, maybe they didn't change it. I thought it was the one with the most cards. I could also be wrong. I'm actually not sure how that. Generally, one fills up, but that might not happen. Shrey says, if none are filled, it will score the gallery with the most. Yep, this is the final round. So Colorfly decided to place in a museum. Cool. If there's a tie for most, then all tied will score. Oh, okay. All right. Well, that's good to know as well. That could be bad. It's interesting. Usually there aren't so many revolving around the coins. So it's interesting to see so many the scoring conditions with coins involved. What will Scott do? Shrey says, there is also a statement in the rules that says if the game ends with 0 paints exhibited, then no bonus tile will score. Interesting. I could see that happening, actually. I do think that would be a rare case, but I could see that happening. Well, yeah, because the more paintings you buy from the galleries, the higher their market rating goes, and you'll still get points for them at the end of the game. So I could see just not doing museum galleries showings at all. I could see it. If you buy, okay, so if the deck of cards runs out, that's also the game end trigger. So the game will also end if all the cards are gone, if no market rating has reached 70. The first time we played on here on BGA, we hit 70 with the coins because we weren't paying attention to the coin market rating at all, and it just hit 70 and it ended, and we're like, what just happened? We were so confused. And then it's like, oh, I guess we hit 70 with coins. Whoops. Okay. So we'll see what happens here. Colorfly, Defoob, Scott, Steph. What did you do, Scott? 50. Oh, we're getting final scoring. I guess Scott's final scoring was 58. Defoob got 56. I had 76. Colorfly had... Oh, there was a bonus too. Nice. Okay. I guess I won that. 76. Colorfly did very well with 67. Defoob got 56. Hey, that's still pretty good considering you didn't really know what was happening. And Scott got 61. That was close. That was good. Did you like it? I think that's really cool. So we got points for all of the scoring cards that scored. It looks like just this last one scored, which is all pop art paintings in the museum got +3 because that was the only gallery that was completed in the museum. So everybody who put up a pop art in the museum got 3 extra points. And then we scored for all the points for the cards in our hand as well. So that was the game. Colorfly said that was great. DeFoob said that, yeah, this game is awesome. I agree. Really cool game. I'd even play it again if you wanted to right now. Now that you know what you're doing. But yeah, it's a really cool game. I like it. I've been playing it a bunch on here. Scott says, my favorite of 2019. Colorfly says, I love the idea of it. The art is so pretty. I agree. I think it's a great game. Love the idea of it. I love that you're buying these paintings that are then used as money to either exhibit other paintings or buy other paintings. So like you're using the cards you're getting as money generating. And I love that it never devalues itself throughout the game, that it's always just increasing no matter what's getting bought, etc. So I think it's really cool. I think it's really cool. So what's for dinner? All right, I will be right back, and we'll play something else.